Hey guys, welcome back to another episode of Deck Tech. So today we are talking about Aeve Storm, and specifically this video is going to be about the Selvala combos, okay? Selvala is a really good card. It's actually a EDH commander if you want it to be, so it has a pretty high ceiling, and even at its low, it's super good, okay? Even if this was just like on its own, it's still gonna be a net 1 mana. It's still a dork, okay? And there's plenty of dorks to be played, and it lets you draw, it gives you mana, it's low cost, it's really good. Honestly, it's a really good card. So let's see how these combos work. So Selvala taps at the cost of 1, and it'll add X mana equal to the greatest power among creatures you control. This means that Selvala is going to be tapping for a whole lot of mana, okay? It's going to tap for the big stuff. So, for example, if we have Kogla on the battlefield, it'll tap for 7 mana at the price of 1, which means a net 6, right? So, what happens here is we have Script Ranger, Quirion Ranger, and Wirewood Symbiote, which require you to return something to your hand, and then Selvala is going to be able to tap, to untap, thanks to the effects of each of those 3, and they're very low cost, so you can, you know, spend just 1 mana and then lose 1 resource, like lose an elf or lose a symbiote, lose an elf for a forest, and then get, you know, 7 more mana right there, which is a net 6, and then that net 6 plus 6 is 12 mana or 18 mana in 1 turn. Is amazing, especially on turn 2, turn 3, turn 4. That's super explosive, okay? So those are the 3 little ones here, and these 2 are interesting because what they do is they are going to be able to return stuff as well. However, these focus on returning to untap. These are returning to make something indestructible, and that's not really what we're looking for. The actual function that's useful is the return function in and of itself, and the reason why is for the following. In the case of the human or the Sabertooth, they both do the same thing. They are going to return a card, and the one that we want to return is Hyrax Tower Scout, okay? So when it enters the battlefield, it untaps target creature. So then you pay 1 mana, you make 7 mana again, for example, and that means a net 6, but then you can cast it for 3. So you are still netting 3, and then you can return it on both of these for 2. So you're netting 1, and then you play it again, and you net 1 more, and 1 more, 1 more, 1 more, and that's how you go infinite with Selvala. One of these 2, and the Hyrax Tower Scout, and that's a 3-card combo right there. Or one of these, which are value, okay? So the other card that we can return, because Kogla needs to return specifically a human, and Teamer can return anything, it doesn't matter, but they're both useful for the same reasons. And it's gonna be Eternal Witness. So this is a really good card. So what happens with Eternal Witness is whenever you play it, when it enters the battlefield, you may return a target card from your graveyard to your hand, which means that we can recur our graveyard easily. So then we can bounce it and play it again, bounce it and play it again, and we keep getting those same cards from the graveyard. And what better than a tutor? So that's the target that Eternal Witness has. Once you have infinite mana, then you can tutor for Eternal Witness, and then bounce Eternal Witness, play it to bounce the tutor to hand, play the tutor. Once you have the tutor, you get another creature, and then you bounce the witness, and you can do that to play every single creature and put it onto the battlefield. Once they enter the battlefield, then you can do whatever you want with them, okay? So that's gonna be the natural target for Eternal Witness, okay? And that's something that, regardless of whether it's Eternal Witness or Hyrax Tower Scout that's coming in, you're gonna have Elemental Bond, which is going to be able to keep drawing you cards because of that ETB. So just like this one untaps, and just like this one returns from the graveyard, this one is going to help you draw, so you can draw the whole deck, just like with Selvala, that you can draw whenever you have enough mana. So if you had these 2 and you have infinite mana, then you can start bouncing Kogla with Teamer, or bouncing Teamer with Kogla, and then you get a lot of draw from Selvala. But if you don't have that availability, then the Elemental Bond will have the Higher X Tower Scout or one of these two be enough to keep bouncing, okay? So then when you bounce it, you draw. When you draw, you can play whatever else you have, okay? And yeah, just like Elemental Bond, there is a ton of cards that are going to let you draw because of power. So stay tuned for that, because there's going to be another draw section. You should definitely check that one out. The other cards that are going to be comboing with Selvala, though, are two more. So this one is kind of a combo, kind of not. And it's this one lets you untap target creature for 1 mana, just like Selvala. And the other one is Umbral Mantle, which for 3 mana, you can untap the creature that this is equipped to. So you equip it for 0 to Selvala, and then pay 3 to untap it, pay 1 to tap it. And if it's getting more than 4, that's actually gonna net you positive no matter what. So even if you have none of these, you already went infinite, and then once you've gone infinite, you can natural order your way into Eternal Witness, then Eternal Witness your natural order the Kogla or the Teamer, and then you can Ewit the rest of the deck out. Okay, so that's a very, very powerful line of combos, and you only need 3 cards, which are going to be Selvala, one of these two, and Eternal Witness to get that tutor. And then with the tutor, you can get this, you can get this, you can get this, you can get this, you can get this. You can get everything with natural order, because it doesn't have to be Elemental Bond. It can actually be Beast Whisper. It can be Garruk's Pack Leader. Okay, there's many things that you can play to substitute that slot. It's just gonna be a 3-card combo that gets you the whole deck out in many different avenues. So yeah, let me know what you guys think. Let me know if you actually have seen this deck in play. It's very popular. Elf Ball is Marwyn, but it's also like Brostorm and Selvala. So these are very popular mechanics, and they've made their way through all metas and all formats. So Selvala is a great card, and yeah, like I said, I hope you enjoyed it. Let me know in the comments if you really like this combo. Especially, I like Umbral Mantle a lot. So if you share that with me, let me know. If not, what's your favorite card? So don't forget to comment, like, share, subscribe, and follow for more, okay? I will see you on the next one. Peace out.